Hi there. We were in the shed yesterday and someone dropped in while we were making bodies, and they went, "What are you making?" we assumed that everyone makes bodies, so they were quite interested and we just thought we'd do a bit of a video on it. This is a female body that we're making. We've made male bodies for years because we've made male pilots. So we've got a number of different sizes. So we've got the fifth scale, the quarter scale and the third scale, and each one of these has the body, you know, just a foam body which the clothes are made of in different sizes. And into the foam body we have the wire that goes down inside, which means that they can all bend and sit and pose. We didn't have a female body, and with the Fokker that we've got, the D8 that we're about to make, being an open cockpit, we wanted the female pilot in that. And recently Melissa Law, who is the first female pilot to go to an F4H, I think you are, Melissa, World Scale Championships. That's actually been postponed until next year, but it was going to be in July this year. And she wanted the female pilot in her plane and asked us to make one. So we started making a quarter scale body for that. So we did make the mould for that. So the two halves, and this is what's come out of it. So we'll start with the process at the beginning. So we get a body shape, and it's cut just in Bunnings foam.
Where do you get a body shape from?
We've got a program called Poser. Poser, what is it? Just Poser, isn't it? And it's a proportioned body with all length of arms and legs and everything in the right proportions. So we just take that body.
So it's software on your computer.
Yep. It is software on the computer, and you can scale it. We scale it in Rhino. So we take the body, export it as an OBJ, take it into our Rhino 3D, and then you can scale it to whatever size you want. So we can decide we want a 6-foot male or a 5'2" female, and scale it accordingly into quarter, third, or whatever we want. So when we've scaled it, we actually cut, to make a 2-part mould, do a parting line exactly sort of halfway around the body. Is that correct, Richard? Or you're laughing at me?
It's a little bit more involved than that, but yes.
I know, I'm trying to keep it really simple.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so we do half a body, a top half and a bottom half, so that we've got
or front and the back.
Front and the back, yep. Cut it in Bunnings foam, cut it out on the CNC machine. Once that's been cut, we just seal the foam. We just put a layer of the thin Hobby King cloth, the 48 gram or 50 gram Hobby King cloth, just to seal it, so that when we put the tooling gel coat down, it comes off the foam easily and doesn't stick. like this one. This one stuck quite badly, and it's been quite hard getting that off. So we decided to seal the foam with the fiberglass cloth. Once that's sealed, to make the mould, this is what we're about to do now. We did this side yesterday, so we painted the body part with the tooling gel coat, and then just laid up.
After you wax it.
Okay, yeah, so wax. Everyone always asks, what wax do we use? The same wax that we use on all our moulds, everything. It's Maguire's Mirror Glaze, Maximum Mould Release. So we wax it well, polish it all off, and then put the tooling gel coat down, and then put several layers of cloth on, and it comes out like that.
So you make one of those in there.
Yep. So we're about to do that, and just what happens then is to make the actual bodies, we just make like a wire skeleton out of this really nice soft 3mm aluminium, really bendy. Just get that from, I think it's art supply stores. So just make an armature or a wire frame that just goes up and down into the legs, down into the arms, and it comes up just into the neck. Lay that in there, and then we use this stuff called foam 50. It's a really flexible, lightweight foam. It's a 2-part mix, and when we're making a body, we'll do another video on that. So we have the wire in there. We pour the foam liquid into it, whack the top on, and the foam expands. And then when it's set, pull it out, and you have a body that you can then bend into a seated position if you're making a pilot. So the bodies are really lightweight. The little fish scale ones weigh under 100 grams, just under 100 grams. Quarter, they're around about 120 grams, I think. Yep. They are. And third, I can't remember what they are, but they're really light. The heads we either 3D print or make, we've made moulds and then slush cast them. Where do we get the heads from? That's probably another whole video. If you're interested in that, let us know in the comments, and we'll do another video on how we do the heads, because that's a whole separate process. So what else have we got?
Clothes.
The clothing. Clothing is, if you're just after the 5th scale one as a pilot, we make a body that has got slightly shorter arms and legs, so it fits the Chinese made clothes, BBI and Dragon brands. Like this little jacket out of China, you can generally get those quite cheaply, so they fit these little bodies. Anything bigger than that, I've made the patterns up for all these clothing bits and pieces. So if you're after those, contact us, and probably be able to send you the patterns if you can make them or know someone who can make them for you. And I think that's about it. So we will get on and make this 3rd scale mould, and then when we've got the 2 halves, we'll do another video on pouring the foam and actually making the 3rd scale body.